It's time now for Spears on Sports with John Spears, brought to you by M&M Cartage. And now, here's Johnny
and Tony
and Scooter. Welcome to the show. Woohoo! Woohoo! We're a little tired today.
What is today, John?
Today is Wednesday.
Hump Day.
Mike.
Tax Day.
Yep.
April 15th.
I used to love
you got
that
your
day.
taxes done?
Yep.
All right.
Good to go.
All right. Good to hear.
We saw where John goes and does his, didn't we, Scoot?
We did.
Smithfield,
Expressway.
Kentucky. Already got my my refund in the bank. My federal.
Oh, you get a refund? That must be nice.
Yeah, it is.
And when you're old and retired, Scoot,
really
you don't have a job.
Scoot, it's really nice. Not going to lie to you. Welcome to the program. Gang's all here today. Had a great time last night. Just wonderful weather.
Everything about it was good.
The game was 2 hours and 19 minutes long.
That's what we're talking
We
about.
were back on the road at 9:15 last night.
Scoot and Slugger were two of the happiest guys in the world. Slugger goes to work at 6 and Scoot's in here at 7. They're like, Scooter, he dropped us off. I got home. It was 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
I did not take advantage of the early night, though.
Stayed up, watched basketball.
I got entrenched in basketball.
You were jacked up, man.
Yeah. So you loved the Suns last night. How'd that work out?
Did not.
Yeah. That was my one loser, 2-1 in the Max Pack yesterday. Reds won, and Miami covered in the first NBA game.
I went to bed, and
They're up 11.
the Suns went on that roll. They went on a 24-4 run after this game's over.
Yep.
They're up 11 in the fourth quarter. I had already hit the hay, so I didn't see all that. But
Well, Portland was killing them, and then
Phoenix is
Phoenix
still
came
alive,
back and just
for the
was burying
record.
them.
They're still alive, but tougher road now, that's for sure. Because you win that game, you're the 7th seed. Now, Portland wins the game 114-110. They're the 7th seed in the West. Congratulations. You get the San Antonio Spurs. I don't know if you want to be the 7th. Maybe Portland or maybe Phoenix lost on purpose? Question mark. It's time for some conspiracy theories.
But if
Do you want to play the two or you want to play San Antonio or Oklahoma City?
Yeah,
it really doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter who you're playing those two teams.
But if you had success, maybe Phoenix had some success against OKC, and they thought, you know what, we'd rather play Oklahoma City. I mean, who knows?
The guy can't say his name, and I know what it is. I watched the game.
Denny
last night.
Avdija.
Man, he went off.
41 points, 7 rebounds, 12 assists. Fun night. Miami is out. They lose in overtime to Charlotte. A little controversy as Bam Adebayo got hurt early in the second quarter. LaMelo Ball sort of fell into him and then tripped him. And after the game, Eric Spoelstra, the Heat coach, said LaMelo should have been ejected from the game. So I like a coach that goes, he should have got kicked out. I'm not blaming that on the loss because our guys rallied and played well. But I think he should have got kicked out and might have changed the game. But I'm not blaming that on the loss. Blaming the loss on that.
It's the old butt, and everything before the butt means absolutely nothing.
It didn't matter anything. Yeah. M&M Cartage Hotline's open, 384-1450, 384-1450. If you'd like to join in on the conversation, we'll talk about the Reds game last night. It was fun. We'll get to that. The Gameday Men's Health text line is open as well, 502-414-1450. That's how you text the show. Gameday Men's Health is redefining men's wellness. No shortcuts, just results. Testosterone, peptides, weight loss, sexual performance therapy. Visit GamedayMensHealth.com, defining a new era in men's health. And hit me up on the text line, 414-1450. Thanks to those of you watching on the old YouTube. I got my Reds hat today after the game last night.
I got Red
Tony
Sox
wearing
hat
a
on.
Red Sox hat on. They get shut out.
I'm at the show, Jim. I'm going to get them going.
They get shut out, lose again. They are not. Jaron Duran apparently flipped off a fan after he made an out and was coming back. And, here's a guy that went on Netflix on the Red Sox show last year and talked about it. I give him credit. Talked about his mental health issues, thought about suicide, and he said, sometimes things just trigger me. People yell, I open myself up to this, and you've got people that are just not good people yelling at you, go kill yourself in the stands. And he flipped one off last night in Minnesota. But the Red Sox are struggling. Scooter, what hat you got on today? What do you got?
Hoosier Lottery.
Hoosier Lottery.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're trying to win again?
Trying to win.
Why not? Thanks for watching on YouTube, listening at home, in the car, at work, on the podcast. We appreciate it. As always, breaking news within the last 40 minutes. Pat Kelsey stays hot here. They have hosted 3 players. They have all 3 now signed with Louisville, as Carter Knox is now a Louisville Cardinal. I guess they dug up somebody and found some more money. And so you get Carter Knox. I guess the Arkansas transfer will be a Louisville Cardinal next year.
Why does that name ring a bell?
His brother was who? Kevin Knox.
Kevin.
Oh, that would check it
Who
out.
played at?
Kentucky.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh, that's weird.
And who committed to Kentucky.
And went with Cal to Arkansas, and now
he
he's
really
going to Louisville.
He was hurt late in the year and didn't play.
Talented kid.
Yeah.
So you get Badung in there, the number 1 guy in the portal. You get Shellstad from Oregon, and now you get Carter Knox from Arkansas. They
only need one more player, John. They got Will Hankey as number 4.
That's right. You got to win games, okay? And they haven't won games yet with these guys.
Yeah.
But right now, Pat Kelsey on top of the world. He's killing it right now. They had dinner. Where'd they have dinner last night, the coaches? It was a celebratory dinner. So they knew last night Carter Knox was, I think it was Jeff Ruby's. And I think they knew that Carter Knox was, or they had already got him to sign, and they were announcing it today. So
that place is not that good for every coaching staff to go there 24/7.
It's the thing to do.
It's just what you do.
Like, switch it up. Go elsewhere.
Go to Malone's. Go to Cunningham.
Like, there's so
Go to
many
Papolino's.
options.
Yeah.
Papolino's Pizza.
That's where they should be celebrating that.
That's where we celebrate.
Yeah.
But congrats to the Cards. So there you go.
You think they got $2 beer at Jeff Ruby's?
I don't think they do.
Okay, just checking.
I don't think they do. But Papolino's does. How do we know? We just know.
Yep.
All right, Reds last night, they win it 2-1.
On 3-2-1 night.
On 3-2-1 night. That was the original impetus for this plan to go. Tony said, hey,
Tuesday night.
what are you doing next Tuesday? The Reds are playing the Giants, and it's 3-2-1 night. To which my response was, what the hell is 3-2-1 night?
That's what the guy in line getting a beer asked me.
$3 beer, 12-ounce beer.
Yeah.
It's not a mini beer.
Budweiser products.
Budweiser products. $2 hot dogs.
The hot dogs were good.
I thought they would be little bitty hot dogs. They were long. They were not plump, but they were long. $2 hot dogs and $1 ice cream, which I don't think any of us took advantage of that.
I'm actually really upset.
What?
It's just a little daub of ice cream.
No, I know that,
It's
but
not
it was 3-2-1 night. I had 3 beers. I had 2 hot dogs. I should have had 1 ice cream.
But you got to stand in line for all of these things. You got to keep that in mind.
And it helps if you bring a
I
wallet.
went the wrong time.
John sure did, because Slugger and I went back to use the restroom, and there was like 3 people in line. John was 12 deep when Scooter and I went and
I
got
missed
a beer.
an inning, and I missed Spencer Steer's homer because I was in line.
Which had 107.1 velocity on it.
Rushed
Ryan
that
Drive going out there.
Sal Stewart crushed his home run to right center.
Tommy hawked up. High pitch the
High
opposite way.
fastball, went Oppo Taco and killed it. And then Willie Adames for the Giants. Upper
Decker.
tank
Yeah.
to left field. Crushed it. There were no pitching changes in the middle of an inning. There was 1 challenge on the base path.
There was 1 on the bases.
There was 1, I think, ABS challenge.
1.
And 3 solo home runs. We really didn't have any action on the bases at all. A couple of caught stealings early in the game.
Yeah, we didn't have guys running the bases trying to score or getting thrown out at third or plays at home. We didn't have any
Kind
of
of
that.
a boring game. Now, the weather was fantastic. Our seats were great.
Perfect.
We were just behind the rich people seats.
Yeah, the ones you can see on television, we were 3
We
rows.
were 3 rows behind
As
that.
Scooter said this morning, Scoot, and I listened to you because I was up, we were between home
We
plate,
were right behind the
home
on-deck
plate
circle.
and the visitors' dugout.
Yeah, we were right behind the on-deck circle and
Yeah.
the Giants dugout.
In the shade.
In
with
the
a
shade
breeze.
the whole game. Gorgeous weather. 3 solo homers and a whole bunch of strikeouts. I mean, it was a fairly boring game, but it was quick. We had free tickets. We had free parking.
No issue getting
3,
out.
2,
No
1
issue
night.
getting there.
It was great. There was nothing negative about that last night,
Nope.
except the fact that Scooter left his wallet in the car.
When we went to get the first round.
Oh, John, can I get your keys? I got to go back to the car. No.
I'm glad I didn't do that because it wasn't even in the car.
It was in his own car.
His own car.
In Louisville.
And fans,
I get a text this
Scooter
morning.
paid as soon as he got here. We didn't even want his money, but he already went and got it, was handing it out because he didn't want to hear us get on him anymore.
Man, that's not how I am, right? If I
You're
No,
I
you're
know.
not.
owe some debts, I'm
We
gonna
weren't
pay.
worried about it, but you were.
I get a text this morning at about 8:30. Can you check in your car and see if my sunglasses are in there? They were
Thank God.
on the floor, back seat. So brought him his sunglasses. But we should do that again.
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
I do
definitely.
want to thank United Electric,
Yes.
Joe Hager,
Yes.
and
Your daughter,
my
Macy.
daughter Macy, who got us those tickets.
She works there.
She works there. They have 4-season tickets. I basically reached out and said, "Look, we're going to this game Tuesday, but are there any tickets? If they're not using their tickets, could we, bum them off of you?" And she checked, and it worked out perfectly. Bigger crowd than I expected on a Tuesday night
I know it. And
in
John,
Cincinnati.
I went to the replay this morning just to check it out. When that game started, there's nobody there.
It was
We
a
talked
6:40 start.
watching it on TV. There was nobody down the left field line. I mean, nobody.
Did we make it on camera, Tony?
No, I couldn't find. We were just out of the frame.
Oh.
Well, if I don't make it on camera, the camera's just not.
John
good.
had on all blue. We had on red.
That's true. John would have stuck out.
I
He
thought I
was.
would stick out. There was a whole lot of red there. There was some brown. There was some Giants fans.
orange, yeah.
Some Giants fans in there. The Reds, by the way, are now tied for first with the Pittsburgh Pirates in the National League Central. The Pirates lost last night, so both teams are 10-7. The Cardinals are a game back. The Brewers are a game and a half back, and the Cubs are 2 back.
Don't you think?
I know it's early.
Don't you think there was a decent amount of Giant fans there?
There were.
Yeah.
But if you're a Giants fan anywhere near or around Cincinnati, and if you're a big fan, and we saw people with jerseys, gloves,
Oh yeah.
hats.
One guy even had the Tim Lincecum haircut.
Yeah.
the Tim Lincecum hair. One guy had a Tim Lincecum jersey.
John, that was a girl.
That was a girl. You're right. I figured out it was a girl in about the 5th inning.
But you know what? The Reds and the Giants used to be in the same division.
Yeah.
When the Reds were in the West, they played all the time.
Can you believe that the Reds were in the National League West? Think about that. That's crazy. Yeah, fun time had by all, and we'll do it again probably.
Oh yeah.
So let me alert my daughter if she's listening. I'm gonna bum these off of you again. That was great. And we'll go on 3-2-1 night because some of us don't have to be at work the next day.
Well, let me explain
Early
something
the next
to the normal fan that hasn't been up there. They have 25-ounce beers in these lines. They are $15.
25 ounce.
Yes, for $15. And then
Is that the big bat looking thing?
No, they're just the big cans.
I think that was like a mixed drink of something.
No, there was Bud.
that was a
looked
beer.
at 'em. There was Bud Light and there
That's
was
a draft
Nickel.
beer.
In the big bat?
Oh, in the
looking thing?
bat. But they had
Yes.
cans. I stood in those lines. They had 25-ounce cans.
Well,
in
you're
the
right.
fridge.
That guy had a straw, so you're probably right.
Yeah. But
Nobody drinks
so
beer with a straw.
a guy standing in front of me in line, he goes, "What's 3-2-1?" I go, "Those beers over there, 12-ounce, are $3, and the ones right next to you in the case, look at them. They're $15." He goes,
Thank you.
"Thank you."
You can buy 6 of those for one of those. Yeah, fun night. What was I going to say?
We were talking about the ball game and
I don't know.
how did y'all score the Dogs from 1 to 10?
I'd give them an 8.
I gave them an 8.
8's fair.
Yeah.
They were much bigger than I thought they were going to be for $2. $2, you're thinking, I'm getting nothing here.
And also,
They were fine.
The game started with nobody there, but by the 5th inning, there was a lot of people there.
I did leave my souvenir Red
Yeah, I
cup
know you said that on the
in
way
my
out.
cup holder.
That's
I got
disappointing,
halfway back to the
man.
car and I went, "Oh man!" The only reason I paid to buy the souvenir
I do the
cup
same thing.
was to take the souvenir cup home, and I left it in the seat.
All right, here's the attendance.
Yeah,
Just looked
okay.
it up.
Don't tell me, because we argued about this a little
Yeah.
bit last night while we were sitting there. Scooter, I think said 13.
I did.
You said 13. Scooter said 15.
We said between 13 and 15. We
and
both
I
agreed
thought
on that.
the whole bottom is almost full here. There are people in both sections of the outfield. Even behind us in the upper deck, there were some people. I'm going to go 20.
You nailed it.
20?
2690.
Wow. Yeah, I'm going to go 20. I thought, no, there's no way there's only 13,000 people here. Because that lower bowl was almost full. And I was a little surprised. I know, first of all, the Giants are now in last place in the West, so it's the Giants.
The old
There's
Tennessee
not a real
coach was in last place.
It's not like the Cubs were in, or the Dodgers, or Paul Skeens was pitching, right?
Yeah.
It was the Giants.
And it was Singer
They did
against Robbie Ray.
They did have a former Cy Young
Yes.
pitcher pitching, but nobody. If I said name the last 5 Cy Young winners, Robbie Ray's probably the last one you're getting.
Yeah.
So I was a little surprised by the crowd there last night on a Tuesday night, even though the Reds are now tied for first place.
3-2-1's got to help.
And rolling. That's good. They lost 2 out of 3 to the Angels this week.
No,
I wouldn't say they're rolling.
We forget about that. It's fine.
They're rolling. They got a 1-game winning streak.
And
well done.
And with 2 outs in the 9th inning, what happened? Pinch hitter comes in.
A kid named Suzak came in, and now I watched this kid's debut, and he had 3 hits. He was 7 for 11 on the season. He was hitting .636 as he came up. 2 strikes, and you
Pagan
think
pitching.
Emilio Pagan's going to blow him away. He went warning track left center.
Deep left center.
And when he hit it, we all thought it was gone.
Is that fair? Extra innings, yep. All of us.
That just tied this game up.
Slugger looked at me. I was joking. I said, I hope he hits a home run so De La Cruz can hit a walk-off in the bottom, and he hit it, and Slugger looked at me and goes, oh, no.
Yeah. I don't know. The wind was blowing out that way. I thought he got it off. He just sounded good off the bat.
He only hit it about 380.
2 of the 3 outs were warning track fly balls. So Pagan, it's great because they turn the lights off. They're flashing the lights. They got fire all over the scoreboards. Emilio's coming in. And I know everybody tries to make their closer a big deal now, like Edwin Diaz and that kind of thing. But he comes in, and I looked at Tony. I go, this is not a guy that deserves this kind of interest. He hasn't done it yet. Yeah. And
he's got 5 saves now.
He tried to give it 10 wins, 5 saves. He's saving half the game. So that's pretty good.
It's a different experience too when you sit down there close.
Yeah,
and you really feel the pitches, and we're watching them do the field before the game, just lining it and stuff. How cool and how precise they do everything in the major leagues. Pretty cool.
Yeah. So fun night last night. We're kind of recovering this morning.
That's why we took the first segment.
Scooter, how was your show today?
It was good.
Were you sleepy?
I was very sleepy.
Roman called.
I was very sleepy.
Luckily, I got the text line came through for me, so it was
Roman
an easy
come through?
hour. Roman did not come through.
Oh, man.
Our NBA expert?
Our NBA expert.
Oh,
Couldn't even.
goodness.
I texted him late last night. Hey, did you watch the games tonight? I need to talk about it with somebody because I didn't get to watch it, obviously. And
well, we'll talk about those games. 2 more tonight in the play-in portion of the tournament. We'll get to that. Sharon Moore, the former Michigan football coach, got his day in court yesterday. We'll tell you how that came out. Birthday's coming up. We'll check the baseball slate as well. Spears on Sports, presented by M&M Cartage. Big Guy. Spears on Sports.
Headphones just beat up John.
Presented by M&M Cartage. I'm injured here.
If you were watching on the YouTube, you got the pleasure of seeing it.
I come in today and Scooter's nose is bleeding.
Yeah. What's up with that?
I go, you all right? I don't know. Now I think mine might be bleeding. This headset got me good. Welcome to the show, already in progress. M&M Cartage Hotline's open, 384-1450 if you'd like to join in on the conversation. If you want to see me bleed or Scooter bleed, you can turn on the YouTube.
I'm not bleeding.
Tony's not bleeding, and you couldn't see it anyway because, once again,
Camera don't work.
the camera doesn't work.
John, I got told on my show this morning that I have the same mannerisms and phrases as you.
First of all, it's mannerisms, not mannerisms.
Whatever.
You might have an aneurysm,
That's something I would say.
a brain aneurysm. You have the same mannerisms and what else?
In phrases. I didn't know whether to take that as a cut or a compliment.
Well, John says it's a compliment.
I wouldn't be excited about it if I were you. I'll put it that way. The Gameday Men's Health text line open as well, 502-414-1450. Any of these fine early morning folks decide to text yet, Scooter?
They have. Patrick Murphy texted in, says today is also Jackie Robinson Day.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe tomorrow we'll
42.
all wear 42, so nobody can tell us apart.
So, yeah, let's do that.
Lucas Black, who played Pee Wee Reese in the movie 42.
I love the philosophy of Jackie Robinson Day. I think it's great to honor that man, no question about it. I just can't tell who's who when I'm watching a ball game.
Here's what they should do, and this is my
I'm
personal.
watching a game and everybody's number 42. I'm going,
They
who the
should
hell
all
did
be
that
number
on, bro?
42, but their number should be on their sleeve.
Their real
On the
number.
front. Their real number should be somewhere small.
And they don't put their names on the back of these jerseys in honor of
I have no
Jackie,
problem
and I'm
with
fine
42.
with that. But that's a great suggestion. You know, every once in a while, Scooter, Tony Burke, out of nowhere,
Comes up with a good one.
just put, if Schwarber's batting, first of all, we know it's Schwarber,
Right.
but put his regular number on the sleeve
If
there.
Bailey's batting the catcher for the Giants, you know who it is?
Put 14 on his. No, there's no way I know
There's
who.
no way.
Great trivia question last night, though.
Yep. Go ahead and throw it out there for the fans.
4 catchers in the National League that have won Gold Gloves
Catchers.
start with their last name starts with the letter B. Who are they?
We'll tell you in the next segment.
We'll tell you in the next segment. I like that.
Bet we forget.
I bet we do too.
Next text says
Wait a
Daniel
minute. Let me write it down.
Daniel Susak is brother to Andrew Susak from Oregon State, who got elevated to the major leagues when Buster Posey got hurt and got a World Series ring with one at bat in the series.
Wow.
That's better
Now, that's
trivia
a
than
better
we
trivia
got.
question than ours. Yeah.
Susak, his family in San Francisco, when he made his debut and got 2, I think he had 2 doubles, 3 hits. They're going nuts. There was 30 of them, and it was great. I love seeing that stuff. When you see the kid making his debut and he gets a hit or he strikes somebody out, and the family's up there going nuts.
Josh texts in and says, do you think Braum gets more steamed with each transfer that PK gets? Where's my extension?
I never understood.
Where's my extension?
Probably, but I never understood these coaches not liking each other.
Yeah.
And
you got to work together.
I don't know if Cal
I
got
think he's
along.
being facetious.
I know,
with
but I don't know if Cal got along with Mark Stoops.
You got to have a mutual respect because you want both
have
of
to.
them. When one team's good, you get more
It
publicity.
helps.
Helps
You
each
want
program.
the other team to be good.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know, but PK's killing it right now. That's all we can say.
Here's a good text.
going.
If you're going to spend half the show telling us what you did last night and drink prices, next time go to a gentleman's club.
Okay, so that I can describe that the next step.
Okay, we could have went over to Newport. And
We
gave
thought
you,
of- we got-
yeah, if they didn't have to go to work, we'd
We
probably
got out of
Newport.
town so early yesterday. We were trying to beat the rush, and we got up there, and I actually said, we could stop in Newport here
Yeah, Newport.
at a fine
Establishment.
grown men's establishment there.
I would have had to sit outside on account of I'm not a grown man.
Yeah, Scooter even said that. in
Or
the car.
you didn't have your wallet.
That's
so
true. Good point.
You didn't have any ones with you.
You weren't going to make it rain.
Buzz,
He might have thrown some quarters, made it hail a little bit, but he wasn't going to make it
He would
rain.
have been asking for change.
Buzz texted and says, as long as you don't have the same mannerisms, I think we're okay.
Mannerisms.
Oh, Buzz, always good for a good one. All right, Sharon Moore got sentenced yesterday, the former Michigan coach, who was accused of basically going over to his ex-girlfriend / staffer
Staff
who
member
was having
who
an
paid a bunch
inappropriate
of money
relationship
to, got her a job.
breaking in, threatening to kill her, had knives apparently. He gets 18 months probation and a $1,000 fine. Now, I give the judge credit. The judge said, look, here's your probation. You can't drink. You can't have a weapon. You can't do this and that. And if you do anything outside what you're supposed to do, I will put you in jail. Because I don't like putting people in jail, but I don't have a problem putting people in jail.
Right, we're going to give you a chance.
And he also thanked
yourself.
Sharon Moore's wife and told Sharon Moore, this is the woman that you cheated on, and she is the one that wrote the letter, came to your defense, that's keeping you out of jail.
Wow.
So I give her a lot of credit. There's a lot of women that would have said,
later, dude.
enjoy yourself. Enjoy your time in prison and whatever new girlfriend you get.
And you maybe get to see the kids sometime later in life.
Yeah, and he's, I don't know. You know how this works, Tony. No matter what you do, if somebody thinks you can coach their program to victories, eventually you'll get a second chance. It won't be in the next 5 years, but eventually he's a young guy. I don't think he will.
He didn't do enough.
He didn't win enough at Michigan. If he had won more at Michigan, then maybe somebody would say this guy can flat out coach. But he didn't.
And he's, he's done his time.
By the way, the victim, her last name is Shaver. By the way, she wasn't at the trial. She was not at the hearing, but she did put out a statement saying this was not right because I feared for my life. This guy broke into my apartment, had weapons with him, threatened to kill me. I've been traumatized. I don't blame her, and maybe it is not fair, but this is what the judge decreed. And he also said, look, you had a relationship.
Yeah, exactly.
And you gave him the code to get into your apartment building. It's not like
he was a married man with family.
It's not like he came in and knocked doors down to get to your apartment.
She got a good position in Michigan and made
she
a
also
lot more
made
money
some
because of him.
Yeah. So, did she fear for her life? Probably.
Yes, and that's never should happen.
Never should happen. But the sentence has come down now. We can put that all behind us. All right, NBA last night, quite frankly, I didn't see any of it. That's not true. When I got home, I turned on the Suns game, and I saw the last minute of the first half. And then I said, good night, Irene, and went to bed. First game last night.
Irene was over last night?
She was. Charlotte beats Miami in overtime 127-126. Miami is eliminated. Charlotte will still play to see whether or not they're the 7 or the 8 seed. Is that correct, Scooter?
Yes.
Because Charlotte.
I've read it and I still can't.
It's hard.
Charlotte will play the loser of tonight's game.
Of Orlando and Philadelphia tonight. The winner of Orlando-Philadelphia will be the 7, and then the loser will play Charlotte for the 8 seed. That's the way it lays out.
Go Magic.
If you're the 8 seed, then you're going to get Detroit in the first round of the playoffs. If you're the 7 seed, so whoever wins tonight between Orlando and Philly will get
Celtics, won't they?
The Celtics as the 7 seed. Again, playing games, I guess it's fun. You get more teams in the playoffs, Tony.
It's too much. These
But
games don't mean that much.
This is Amazon giving you millions of dollars to put on these average NBA games that are going to decide who gets killed by the Thunder, the Spurs, the Pistons, and the Celtics. And that's all it is.
Yep.
LaMelo Ball did have 30 points last night.
Had the game winner.
A game-winning layup with about 5 seconds to go. They blocked a layup by Miami at the buzzer to secure the win. Mikal Bridges had 28. Or is that Miles Bridges? That's Miles Bridges. He had 28 for Charlotte. Bam Adebayo got hurt. Tyler Hero, 23 points for Miami last night. But the Heat are out. They'll miss the playoffs now. I guess officially you're not in the playoffs until the actual playoffs. So they'll miss the playoffs for the first time.
They're not in the playoffs, but they're in the playoffs.
First time in 7 years they're going to miss the playoffs. Eric Spoelstra is the longest tenured coach in the NBA. He's been around for a long, long time. Portland ends up coming from behind beating Phoenix 114-110. The Suns had an 11-point lead in the fourth quarter, but they blew it, boy. We mentioned earlier, Denny Avdija had 41 points, 7 rebounds, and 12 assists for Portland. Jalen Green, 35 for Phoenix last night. Guys who didn't shoot well last night. Devin Booker. You got his numbers in front of you?
Yeah, I'm pulling it up right this second.
He did not shoot particularly well.
7 for 17
yeah.
from the field and 0 for 2. He only took 2 threes.
And the other guy that didn't shoot well last night, welcome to the NBA rookie for Charlotte, Con Knippel. He was 2 for 12, 0 for 6 from three-point land. A guy that made a rookie record number of three-pointers this year, and he couldn't hit one last night. Didn't matter. They won the game, so you kind of overlook it. But if they lose that game and they're eliminated, there's a lot of people in Charlotte today blaming Con Knippel.
Yeah, but, I mean, he's had a great year. Booker was in foul trouble when I turned it on, so he was on the bench. Dylan Brooks.
He's a turd.
What a turd.
He's an absolute turd.
And he wants to be. He wants you to know
does.
he is.
He is worse than Draymond Green.
He is.
And I never thought I'd say that about anybody.
Still dislike Draymond
Well,
more,
sure you do.
But he's more of a
But Dylan Brooks, he wants that moniker. Bad guy.
Yeah,
he's like Bill Laimbeer. He wants to be known as the bad guy. The Max Pack 2-1 last night. I did have Miami plus the points, but I had Phoenix given 3.5 in the loss. When I heard they were up 11 in the fourth quarter, because by the way, both games went over, so I thought, oh man,
How do you know that?
How did I know they went over?
Mhm.
Because I know what the over/under was.
I mean,
that's sarcasm.
That's all.
hey, he bet the over on the hot dogs at the game.
What having those mannerisms?
11 hot dogs, we only ate 9, so the over, John did not cover the over on dogs.
I didn't bet the over on dogs.
You
He
did?
had the under. Yeah.
If I had bet the over on dogs, I would have eaten 3 more dogs. I mean, it's pretty simple.
Yeah, good point.
Tonight, Orlando and Philadelphia will get it going at 7:30. Winner gets the Celtics. Loser gets an opportunity to play against Charlotte to see who gets the Pistons. That game is on Amazon Prime. Philadelphia, 2.5-point favorite here, Tony. We have to assume, because it's the playoffs, that Paul George, Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, they're all going to play here for Philly. Seems like a low number to me.
Yeah, but Orlando's been playing well.
And we bet the Magic.
Yeah, Orlando's been more on a roll than they have the same record.
They got the Wagners.
If they've gotten healthy too. I like that young team, but
I'll let you know in the next segment who.
I know that's what I figured. But I would take the Magic. It says
what do you think?
Embiid's out.
Oh, is he out?
I'm reading it right here.
Yeah, I like the Magic too.
Embiid is not playing.
That dude. That's a waste of money.
Johnny Broom is out.
Nobody cares about that.
Janai Broom.
That's a waste of money.
And
For a
Joel
long time.
Embiid
For a long
out
time.
Abdomen.
Well, they got Paul Reed.
Yeah.
They got some big guys.
Yeah, they got Paul Reed.
They're not Joel Embiid. 10 o'clock tonight, Golden State and the Clippers. Now, this is a fun game. And this is an elimination game, Tony. So either Kawhi Leonard or Steph Curry going to be out of the playoffs. Going to miss the playoffs here. Clippers at home, 5.5-point favorites against the Golden State Warriors. 10 o'clock on Amazon.
I like Golden State.
Both underdogs covered last night. And I think there's something to be said for that. When you are up against a wall, what do you do? Because, as I say all the time, these guys are all getting paid. They're all professionals. You show up and you lay it on the line. Even with Bam hurt last night in the early second quarter, Miami kept that game close throughout, sent it to overtime.
Yeah, and with Curry back, that makes a big deal for the Warriors. And say his name, the guy on the
Posnetsny.
Yeah, I cannot say
Something
it.
like
He's been really good.
Scooter, you can probably say it better.
I think it's Podzemski.
He's been good.
He's really good.
Yeah,
left-handed, knows how to score, knows how to get his shot off. Probably learned some of that from Steph Curry, as a matter of fact. Kawhi, you better slow him down. You better slow Kawhi down, because if he plays well, Clippers usually win.
He is so good, and nobody ever sees him play, and he's always out.
Well,
He's been playing more.
He'll play now in the playoffs. apparently he's
so
healthy.
good.
And there's no load management in the playoffs because you never play 2 nights in a row in the playoffs.
Well, Curry's been playing 28 minutes, and they said they didn't want to go over 35. You'll see if the game's close.
If it's close, he'll keep playing because this is an elimination game. This is an elimination game tonight. So we'll give you the picks after the break. Check on what else is going on in the portal. The Hoosiers got a big signee, did they not? And when I say big, I mean that in a couple different ways.
Yep.
We'll talk about that. Jack Karasinski from Bellarmine finds a new home, and guess what? It's in the Big Ten. Birthday's coming up as well. Spears on Sports, presented by M&M Cartage. Big A. Welcome back. Home day. Here's on Sports, presented by M&M Cartage. Final segment on this hump day. M&M Cartage Hotline's closed.
Shut it down.
Slugger told me to show up to the golf course today, and we're playing tomorrow.
He wants to get your retired butt back. That's what he's doing. Tony said, "Are we golfing tomorrow?" Tom went, "Yeah, see you there."
After I said I had to get up at 5 to go to the bathroom and go back to bed.
Oh, yeah, Scooter, you'll figure it out, man. The older you get, these bathroom calls in the middle of the night or 5 in the morning, whatever it is.
Scoot 36 doesn't understand it, but Scoot, he hangs with the old guys.
It's a real thing.
You're learning a lot.
I'm
Scoot.
learning now.
You are.
You're
educated.
Answer to last night's scoreboard stumper.
There it is.
Which 4 National League catchers
Of course,
won the Gold Glove and have the last name starting with the letter B? Did anybody text in a response, Scooter?
No.
All right. Everybody, we're the Reds
down
game.
at home.
We're the Reds
Yeah,
game.
we know.
So we got Johnny Bench,
Bench
before the question was even complete.
Yeah.
All
of us.
Tony and I came up with Bob Boone,
Bob Boone.
former Philadelphia Philly.
We threw a bunch of names out.
And then I noticed during the half inning that Patrick Bailey was catching for the Giants, and I said, I think he won it last
And Scooter
year.
goes, no way.
No
They would
chance.
not do that at a Reds game. We're like, that's the reason they're
Patrick
doing
Bailey won the last 2 Gold Gloves, as a matter of fact.
it.
So
Can't
he
hit a
was the
lick,
third
can he,
one.
Scoot?
No.
The 4th one, you could have given us a week.
We threw Brenly, Bochy.
Yeah, we threw a bunch of B's out there. Benito Santiago, and we had to remind somebody that's his
and
first name.
Slugger kept going, Ivan
Rodriguez.
Rodriguez.
Oh, God, Slugger. Tucker Barnhart.
Tucker Barnhart and old Red.
You could have given me a week. I'm not coming up with Tucker Barnhart, and I'm a Cubs fan. He played for the Cubs. I guess he won it when he was with the Reds.
Yeah.
Is the only thing I can guess.
Had to have, yeah.
Because that's when he was actually a full-time
player,
starter.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. Boone, Bailey, Bench, and Barnhart were the answers.
By the way, keeping with the B theme, a little bit of breaking news here.
Oh, go.
Coming in from Patrick Murphy. The U.S. team Olympic gymnastics trials are coming to Louisville from June 16th to 19th in 2028.
We have a U.S. female gymnast on the birthday list today.
Ew.
And do you know they're talking?
So get the scooter meter out early.
They're talking about building a small venue right there at Ling Family Stadium to hold smaller events. Curling was on there, Scoot.
Heck yeah.
I would go to that in a
Same.
heartbeat. In a heartbeat.
Yeah.
I won't go to a soccer game, and that's a me problem, but I will go to a curling match.
They were saying in Butchertown they were looking at areas close to Lim Family Stadium to build a smaller venue, indoor venue.
All right, transfer portal.
Yep.
By the way, you can still text the
Sorry,
show.
Buzz. We're going to talk about the transfer portal.
Gameday Men's Health text line 414-1450, still open. Jack Karasinski, Bellarmine Knights, 2 years at Bellarmine. Last season, 21.7 points a game.
Fifth-year guy, right?
Fifth-year guy coming up. Transfers, and he ends up at Northwestern. Now, I thought he would go to a MAC school like Peter Suter did, kind of that route, but ends up in a Big Ten school, Northwestern, 21.7 a game, and I will say this, I think it's a good fit.
Yeah.
Tony kind of respectfully disagree.
I'm not saying he's not going to play.
He's not going to play the 4.
Yeah.
He's going to have to be a shooter.
It's going to be hard to play. They got to play zone.
He can shoot. He
Yeah.
can shoot
He
lights
can shoot.
out. But he's going to be a 3-man. Maybe he could morph into a 2 on the offensive end.
I don't know.
Not
about
a great ball handler.
He's going to have to stay off the floor a little bit.
But I will say this.
I mean, falling.
He
off
made
the floor.
himself the player he
He did.
is that was allowed to get, I'm being told, and this is unofficial,
Yeah, I don't.
$1 million on the open market.
Well, good for him
And
if
the
that's
way
what he
these
gets.
guys are getting paid, it would not surprise me if that's the number. $1 million. Well, I mean, Langdon Hatton got a bunch of money to go sit on the end of the bench in Indiana. So to give a guy this money and play him, I don't know, 10 minutes a game, maybe in this open market, it's worth it right now.
Yeah, Trey Singleton from Jeff was there. He left.
And he left.
Yeah. What's the boy from Oldham County, Scoot, that transferred?
Max Green?
Yeah, Max Green had transferred from Holy Cross to Northwestern last year. So a lot of local stuff, up there.
I'm going to have to get up
Northwestern.
to Evanston and get to a game. Or maybe
just text him, John. He'll leave you.
I will. And maybe go to Bloomington and see him playing in Bloomington
There you
next
go.
year. That would be the move, actually. So congratulations to Jack. Indiana got a big man, Scoots.
Yeah, he did.
He is big.
Do the name for me.
Is it Summit? I think is his first name. Igatolu.
7-2.
SMU. Yeah, if you are a Cardinal fan, you saw him a couple times last year, including in the ACC tournament. He's a space eater.
He's huge.
Big time, he'll get you some rebounds. He's still trying to become a good offensive player, but if he has
a good upside.
If he gets an offensive rebound, he's putting it back in.
I stood down on the floor.
And he can guard the basket as well.
I stood down on the floor.
Huge.
At the SMU Louisville game, and I went, holy cow, this dude's big.
So that's a good pickup, I think, Scooter.
Now if y'all get the guy from Florida, Scoot.
Olivier Rioux. We ain't paying $3 million for that joker, I'll tell you that.
Well,
you love him.
D-Rock, is he already having a better offseason than he did before his first season in the portal?
I would say so.
He got Wilkerson.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, I mean, you're getting a bunch of guys that are going to be, collectively, they'll be better than Wilkerson. Marcus Burton was a huge pickup from Notre Dame.
I agree to that.
That's huge.
Yeah.
He was injured a lot of the year. He can play.
That fills that spot for Wilkerson.
Mm-hmm. He can play. All right, let's do birthdays. Happy birthday to Seth Rogen is 44 today. Does anybody have a favorite Seth Rogen movie?
I was going to try to do his laugh, but I don't think I can.
Knocked Up is great. This Is the End is very funny. Anybody else? Seth Rogen?
I feel like there's one.
I'm missing something, yeah.
That's terrible.
I'll get back with you.
Emma Thompson, 67 today. Emma Thompson, she was in one of the Potter movies, but Stranger Than Fiction is one of the good movies she was in. Notting Hill. Emma Thompson, Scooter, 67 today.
If we go back, we'll go 3.5.
Speaking of Emma's, Emma Watson.
There we go.
Hermione Granger from Harry Potter. She was also in the live-action Beauty and the Beast. She's 36 today.
We'll go 3.5.
3.5 on Emma Watson.
By the way, best Seth Rogen movie is Paul, if you haven't seen it.
I've never seen Paul.
Paul's hilarious.
What is McLovin? He was in McLovin. But
Superbad.
Yeah. I couldn't think of the name of it. I remember McLovin.
I forgot about him in Superbad. That moves to the top of my list right away. That's a raunchy movie right there. Maisie Williams is 29 today. You know who Maisie Williams is, Tony?
Maisie? No.
M-A-I, Scooter, M-A-I-S-I-E.
Why do I know
Williams.
her?
She was Arya in Game of Thrones. So she was young. She's 29 today.
Maisie doesn't really do anything for me.
Okay.
We'll go 2.
I knew she wouldn't hit the scoop meter.
Tony, tell me if you know who this guy is. Scooter, you can chime in, but Tony, I think he's got a better chance. Tom Wilson.
Tom Wilson. I should know this.
In fact, in the movie, the only real movie he's famous for, trilogy, he was Thomas F. Wilson.
Wait, we're not on sports yet, are we?
No.
I'm thinking of the hockey player, Tom Wilson.
I don't know who that is. Thomas F. Wilson was Biff in Back to the Future 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He's 67 today.
Biff.
He was also in a movie with Melissa McCarthy and Sandra Bullock. What was that movie when they were cops? You remember that? But he was in that too. Elizabeth Montgomery. You know who that is?
Yep.
Who's Elizabeth Montgomery? Come on.
Bewitched.
Bewitched. Born on this date, 1933. Would have been 90-something today. 90
she was actually a pretty lady back in the day.
Yes, very
We'll
gorgeous.
go 3.5.
Elizabeth Montgomery. Frank Vincent, born on this date, 1937, only because we were talking about Goodfellas yesterday. He was Billy Bats. He got the crap beat out of him by Joe Pesci, and they had to go bury the body. You remember that? Billy Bats.
Yeah,
Frank Vincent.
Kind of looks like Tano.
Yeah.
Chris Stapleton is 48 today.
One of the best singers.
You want to do a Stapleton song for us?
Wide horse.
Wide horse. Right. Chris Stapleton, 48 today. All right.
Didn't think of one.
Sports-wise, we talked about gymnastics earlier. Jordan Childs, 25 today. Usually he just yells 5.
Jordan Childs she's a 4.5.
Is she still at LSU?
Surely not if she's 25, right?
I thought she competed this year. Maybe it was last year. She's 25. I'm sure she'll be in the running to be a Olympic gymnast.
Your old kids would not be tall, Scoot.
She's awesome.
Your kids would not be tall.
That's true.
Michael Cooper. Remember Michael Cooper on
Oh, yeah.
Showtime Lakers, Tony? He's 70 today. He's also a coach somewhere.
I think he was in the women's game for a long time.
But he is 70 years old today. That makes me feel old when somebody on the Showtime Lakers is 70.
Thought you were talking about the kid from Jeffersonville
I was not.
who just transferred somewhere.
Jeff Monken is 59. Is he the new who's he coaching? Ravens? Is he the new Ravens coach?
He is the head football coach at the United States Military Academy.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, you're thinking of Todd Monk.
I'm thinking of Todd Monken. Jeff Monken is 59. He's been in Army for quite a while now, actually.
Since 2014.
Anthony Grant, former head coach for
Florida. No,
Alabama?
No, he was an assistant at Florida.
Was he at Alabama?
Yes, he was at Alabama. He was at Dayton.
Yep.
Dayton, yep.
60 years old today, Anthony Grant.
VCU is where you know him from.
Yep.
Yes. Jason Sehorn. Remember Jason Sehorn?
Number 31.
For the New York Giants.
Look that up, Scoot.
Defensive back, number 55.
You nailed it.
Proposed to his wife on The Tonight Show. Angie Harmon, who, if Scooter looked her up, it's a solid 4. Angie Harmon on The Tonight Show. And she said yes. Jason Sehorn is 55 today.
Solid
women
4 is accurate.
The women liked Seahorn.
Yes, they did. Danny Jansen, catcher, 31 today. I'm not sure who he's with.
I
He
saw
was
him
with
the other
Toronto,
day, but he's not
anymore.
with them. He's with
Come on, Tony.
the Rangers. Goodness.
Whenever you say, come on, Tony.
No, I knew that.
It's got to be
I
Rangers.
saw him play the other day, and I thought, who was he playing?
And we saw him pitch last night. Tony Santillan is 29 today. He got a hold.
Santillan.
He's one of the league leaders in holds.
That's right.
He's 29 today. Those are your birthdays. All right, time for the Max Pack. I'm going to give you 3 again just for fun. I don't like giving 2. It's not enough money you can make. I'm going to give you 3. The Max Pack brought to you by Chad Hennessy with InsureMax, proudly serving the Louisville area for over 25 years. Call Chad today with all your insurance needs, 479-4085. I'm going to do what I didn't do last night, is take the points. These are elimination games, basically. Give me Orlando plus 2.5 against Philly, especially with Embiid out. And give me Golden State plus 5.5.
Yeah, I'm
at
with
the
you,
Clippers. Major League Baseball today. Do I go back into the Reds?
Nah, I wouldn't.
Tyler Mahle is pitching for the Giants today, former Red,
Saw
against
the Giants.
Rhett Lauder.
I like Rhett Lauder.
Rhett Lauder than life tonight. He's 1-1 with a 331. I'm going to go Reds again. There's your Max Pack. I'm going back into the well with the Cincinnati Reds. So Reds, Magic, and Warriors. There's your Max Pack. Thanks for listening. Back at it tomorrow. Matt Dennison is next. Spears on Sports presented by M&M Cartage. Big Apple.